One coin in the money box makes more noise than when it is full. If you have an opinion, you better be determined. Dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. Choose your neighbor before your house and your companion before the road. If power is for sale, sell your mother to buy it. You can always buy her back again. A little spark can kindle a great fire. The absent may have an excuse. The purest people are the ones with good manners. The liar's mother is a virgin. Fire only burns he who approaches it. Good qualities never cancel out the bad, just as sugar is no antidote for poison. Mistrust before you trust. A word to the wise is sufficient. It is good to know the truth and to speak the truth. It is even better to know the truth and speak about palm trees. If you have much, give of your wealth. If you have little, give of your heart. Another man's bread will not fill your belly. A heart free from care is better than a full purse. There is no greater misfortune than your own. A seeker of knowledge and a seeker of money never meet. Don't put a question mark where Allah puts a full stop. Put things into their places, and they will put you into your place. My friends are like stars, pick one and it'll guide you. If you reach for the highest of ideals, you shouldn't settle for less than the stars. Everything is small at the beginning and then grows, except trouble, which is big at the beginning and still grows. There is nothing so powerful as truth. An imbecile can manage his own affairs better and a wise man the affairs of other people. Older than you by a day, more knowledgeable than you by a year. Let the sword decide only after the plan has failed. Haste is the invention of the devil. The deserter is the brother of the murderer. Misfortune is easier to bear if you share it with many others. To threaten the brave with death is like promising water to a duck. Consult the wise and do not disobey him. Life, like a fire, begins in smoke and ends in ashes. Compete, don't envy. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Weep, and you weep alone. Plant each day and you will eat. Take wisdom from the wise. Not everyone who rides a horse is a jockey. If begging should unfortunately be your lot, knock at the large gates only. Advice given in the midst of a crowd is loathsome. Don't say it's wheat until you harvest it. Make distance between you and every dirtiness. Anger begins with madness, but ends in regret. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. If you don't know where you are going, look back to where you've come from. If you are offered a bull, do not ask how much milk he will give. If destiny does not fit you, fit yourself to destiny. He who has health, has hope. And he who has hope, has everything. Believe what you see and lay aside what you hear. The benefits you get become the debts you owe to others. Fate loves a rebel. Don't think you are eloquent just because a fool applauds you. He who starts a lawsuit makes a hole in the dike. When the reason is known, there will be no more shock. For things come not back. The spoken word, the sped arrow, the past life, and the neglected opportunity. Trust in God, but tie your camel. If the people wanted life, destiny better respond. Don't celebrate someone's departing unless you know who will succeed him. He who lives in a glass house should not throw stones. The mother of someone who is killed can sleep, the mother of the murderer cannot. Act like you are an idiot, and everyone will respect you. If you can't reward, then you should thank. The living is more important than the dead. If you mention the wolf, you better prepare the stick. The cure for bad times is patience. Beware of one who flatters unduly, he will also censure unjustly. The man with no patience waits for daylight, and when it comes he'll be blind. He who loves thinks that the others are blind, the others think that he is crazy. A fat woman is a blanket for the winter. When the judge's mule dies, everyone goes to the funeral. When the judge himself dies, no one does. If you hear that a mountain has moved, believe, but if you hear that a man has changed his character, believe it not. It is better to die in revenge than to live on in shame. A foolish man may be known by 6 things: anger without cause, speech without profit, change without progress, inquiry without object, putting trust in a stranger, and mistaking foes for friends. Whoever knew you when you were small, will not respect you when you're big. Be patient, and you'll get what you want. Do not tell a friend anything you would conceal from an enemy. In haste there is regret, but in patience and care there is peace and safety. Habit is the 6th sense that dominates the other 5. The wound that bleeds inwardly is the most dangerous. The dreams of a cat are full of mice. Heaven on earth is to be found on horseback, reading books, and between a woman's breasts. When a door opens, not to your knock, consider your reputation. Discord between the powerful is a fortune for the poor. Wisdom consists of 10 parts, 9 parts silence, and 1 part of few words. I may curse my own child, but I hate whoever agrees. A good man is one who rejoices in the well-being of others. Visit rarely, and you will be more loved. If the wind blows, ride it. What wise men suppose is worth more than the certainties of fools. Our parents planted so we ate, and we plant for our children to eat. Ask your purse what you should buy. All mankind is divided into 3 classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. Evil in people does not go away when they get buried. United we stand, divided we fall. A borrowed cloak does not keep one warm. Attend funerals, avoid weddings. Any wise enemy is better than an ignorant friend. Every person is observant to the flaws of others and blind to his own flaws. The tree of silence bears the fruit of peace. Planning is half of living.